Did you know that in 2023 there will be an estimated 3.7 billion mobile phone gamers? You're listening to the Xbox Hub Podcast, the official podcast of TheXboxHub.com. For all the latest Xbox news, reviews, videos and opinions, make sure you visit TheXboxHub.com. But for now, settle down, get comfy, and open your ears for some podcast delights. Hello, welcome to the Xbox Hub Official Podcast, episode 153. My name's Gareth Bridie. I'm going to be your host, and on my virtual left is Mr. James Burks. How you doing, James?
Hello. I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm feeling quite young today, surrounded by these lovely guests.
Oh, yeah, it's the old brigade. Yeah.
I think I'm your carer. Yeah.
You are our carer. If we go off the track or start just wandering off, just let us know. And on my virtual right is Mr. Paul Renshaw. How you doing, Paul?
I'm doing okay, Gareth. I don't know who this old squad is that James was talking about. It must just be you.
I think it's just me.
Yeah, nurse, he's out of bed again.
On my virtual opposite is Mr. Neil Watson. How you doing, Neil?
I'm good as well, thank you very much. I like to think of us as the A team, not the old team.
That's
good. Who's going to be Hannibal and who's going to be Face?
Wow, who do you want to be, Paul?
I want to be Hannibal.
Yeah, okay, you can be Hannibal.
I think James is nailed on for BA.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah.
And am I the mad helicopter person?
You must be Howling Mad Murdoch.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
We're really hitting the target demographic here, aren't we? Talking about a show from the 80s. So.
Yeah. Is it Thundercats next?
Oh, brilliant.
And then Mask. Remember Mask?
I do remember Mask.
Oh,
and Masters of the Universe as well. I used to love that.
I think the kids now know about He-Man and stuff, don't they? Surely they do.
I don't know.
I thought you said Mask, the film with Cher and about the boy with
No,
Mask. Do you not remember Mask?
No.
Only Jim Carrey.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Not that. It was an animated series. Gareth, you must know this.
No, I don't know this. You're younger than me, you two. Right. I was in nightclubs with girls.
Muffin the Mule in your day, wasn't
At that point, yeah. While you two were watching Mask, I was like hipping it around town. Hipping it? What does that mean?
Hipping it? Nobody knows. This is the best introduction to a podcast ever.
Okay, good. Let's get on track. What's your week's been like? Let's start with James. James, what have you been doing this week?
I've been watching lots of dramas. I watched more of The Office. For the sixth time, I'm watching The Office all over again. And I went to an online concert this week.
Who was it?
It was a new group called Triple S. Right. I never heard of them, but I saw it was cheap. And it's a K-pop group. So I thought, well, I'll see what it's like. There's going to be 24 members in the group, and they've got 12 so far. It was a bit chaotic. They're very new to all this, I think, because they were reading the auto cue and saying stuff like, "Oh, you're all really cheering a lot today," and there was no one cheering. That was really disappointing.
I love that.
Terrible miming. But, it's early days. Hopefully they'll be decent.
I like the way you're disappointing them. You're like the person who turns up to a football match for the kids' football match, and you're always there. Yeah, they'll be better soon.
You never know. One day, they'll be superstars.
So hang on a sec. Did you say there was going to be 24 members of this group?
Yeah. Imagine the payoff they get after every concert.
Yeah, it'd be like $5 each. Yeah.
Wow.
Were they all young ladies?
Yeah, well, I didn't check their ages, but I presume they are young, yes.
Okay, and they were all ladies. None of these 12 were men, no?
No.
I just wanted to sort of draw the ground rules there so I could gauge whether it was in your interest spectrum, and I think it is, isn't it?
Just about, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
Paul, what about you? What's your week been like? Any health updates? Are you okay? You're not?
No, there are no health updates.
Great.
travel updates have only been as far as Sheffield this week, so across the border into Yorkshire. It's a good job Dobbo's not here. And other than that, it's my son's 12th birthday on Friday, so it's all been getting ready for that and trying to persuade him that, yes, he does need to go to school on his birthday and stuff. So, but yeah, other than that, just same old, same old.
Oh, okay, good.
Are you doing Laser Quest again for his birthday?
Apparently not. No, he doesn't want to party this year because he's far too mature.
Yeah.
But you enjoyed the Laser Quest last year.
I loved the Laser Quest last time. It was brilliant. Just sitting there, just turn them bloody notifications off. Sitting there and sniping people from like a little sort of hidden balcony thing was great fun.
Sniping 11-year-olds, from a hidden balcony.
Oh no, there was quite a few adults in there as well. There was one woman, and I was more or less directly above her, and I just kept shooting her. She was looking around, couldn't figure out who'd shot her. Wait till it stopped, shot her again.
Those battlefield skills came in, eh?
They certainly did. I came out victorious. I actually won a round. I was very pleased with myself.
Good, Paul. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Neil, what about you? What have you been doing?
Oh, I've been doing lots. None of it very interesting at all. But I'll tell you about it anyway. I went to the local recycling centre and dumped off some of my rubbish.
Great.
Only to find out that I didn't have an appointment, so I had to bring a carload of stuff all the way back home.
Yeah.
I'm literally sat there with the boot open, and the guy goes, "Have you got your appointment?" I said, "No, I haven't got my appointment." I knew they did appointments in COVID time, but it's not COVID times anymore.
Oh, don't do that.
Throw our stuff off.
When I said it's not COVID time anymore, you went, COVID's still around. I had to go, yeah.
It's mad, yeah. So I came home with a carload, booked it for the next day, went back the next day, and they wonder why fly tipping is increasing in the New Forest. Yeah. But hey, there we go.
That's down to you.
Sorry. Yeah, so I did that. I went to the butcher's today, bought some sausages.
Wow.
I bought some sausages, James. I bought some venison ones, some Marmite ones, and some leek ones.
So terrible sausages. Anything decent?
Some Scotch eggs. Got some Scotch eggs as well.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Good.
So that was a highlight.
Great.
This is life in the fast lane, is this?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. And I also went ice skating. When I say I went ice skating, I sat in the car outside the ice rink and did some work while my daughter and her mates went into the ice rink and did whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah, hopefully ice skated.
Yeah. Well, at one point, an ambulance turned up. And I was sitting there looking out the car thinking, what's the chances it's one of them? And like any good parent, I just sat there and waited, and then the ambulance drove off. So it obviously wasn't them, so it was fine.
Great. God, wow.
Other than that, though, I've been watching Clarkson's Farm.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's very good. I love that.
He won't be on Amazon soon. He won't be on any wrestling.
We're allowed to talk about him, are we not?
Yeah, Clarkson.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about him.
He can't write anything ever again,
He
but
can't,
it's all right.
He can't do anything again, no. Good. Let's, what am I doing? Well, it's me. Oh, yeah, I've got two things. Elvis, the film I watched over the weekend in 2 bits, because we've been quite busy. And it's brilliant. I really enjoyed it. If you're an Elvis fan or you just don't like Elvis, but you like Baz Luhrmann, it's great. It's a really good film.
Did it bring back memories?
It did bring back memories of actually being there, yeah. When I saw him
when he was in that club.
55, yeah. No, it's really good. It's really good. And the Austin Butler who plays him is amazing. It's ridiculous, that kind of level of like just trying to, do every gesture, everything, yeah. And he sings the songs. Yeah, it's great. It's a really good film. Recommend it. Very pacey. I don't really like normally music biogs films, because normally what happens is they just show them. They see them getting started, then there's a drug overdose, and then they get themselves back together again. That's normally it. But this one's good. It's very good. It's very good. Very sad.
It's very much along the lines of what they did with Queen and Elton John.
No, I think Queen. I didn't like the Queen one. I thought it was rubbish, but I like the Elton John one. But that was a musical more than anyone.
Yeah. So yeah.
But yeah, no, but it does it. Like, have you ever seen Moulin Rouge? No, you haven't, Neil, have you? Of course you haven't. But
no, I haven't.
he plays around. I mean, it's just really the camera's moving all the time. It's just visually it's kind of fun and it's energetic. Yeah, it's good. It's really good though. It's really worth watching. Another thing I want to just talk about really briefly, which I found. I went to an event today that I won't talk about before Neil has a heart attack until the embargo. But I saw a game. But I was talking to developers, and one of the things that I found out was what I actually found quite interesting. The place, if people don't know, Guildford. Guildford is like 20 miles south of London. And I went there with Supermassive Games, I think in October, November time. I think we did it on the podcast. And they've got a studio there. But loads of people have got studios there. Game developers in the UK.
They have, yeah.
Yeah, which I didn't realise. And they were saying to me, it's great because it's not a huge place, Guildford. And you go to the pub and there's just loads of developers all over the place. So you have this sort of instant conversations or feedback from games. It's quite easy to have this kind of community to go, do you want to have a look at a build or something? Or do you want let's chat about this? So that's constantly going on, which I didn't realise. I think that's quite good. So Guildford is almost like the Silicon Valley of the UK, which is quite exciting.
Here's an interesting fact.
Yeah,
let's start the podcast.
Oh yeah, I could have done, couldn't I? Instead of done something silly.
You've blown it.
I've blown it
Got
now.
to think of something else now.
I know. Oh, damn.
Even more interesting.
I'm just thinking it'd be a change for it to be an interesting fact, to be honest. But
My word. Oh my word. 153 facts. Try my hardest. Is it disc? Good. But yeah, I like that. But you'll hear much more about this in a couple of weeks' time. But games. What games have we been playing? We'll start with James. James, what have you got first of all?
I've got Snake. Everyone remember Snake?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Solid Snake.
Wow. No. Snake on the old Nokia.
Oh, yeah.
A little line that picked up little dots.
Yeah. I remember Snake.
Well, it's back with a vengeance, but in a different form. It's called Project Snake. And Snake stands for Subterraneous Navigation Articulated Quarrying Excavator.
Wow.
Are we excited?
No. Shall we move on?
I'll carry on just for the audience.
Good.
Are we trying to lose? Are we trying to lose listeners? Yeah.
We've got big Snake fans. James knows his audience. He does research before he goes on. Come on, James.
Yeah, huge with our demographic.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Snake, but you're basically an excavator instead of a snake. You have to go around collecting rocks and minerals to make the cargo behind the excavator extend. That's the basics. And then if you play different modes, you'll get like worms that come up and try and stop you, and moles, giant moles. I just got to see how many points you can get. And that's it.
Are you reviewing this game or have you bought this yourself?
I reviewed it and bought it.
Oh, okay. Right.
I gave it a 3 out of 5. Yeah. It didn't last very long. It's blowing quite quick. To
be fair, it's Snake, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's no online leaderboards or anything. Oh. You're not even competing like with your mates are at.
I've just brought it up on the just have a look at it. Yeah, it is exactly the same. I mean, I think the Nokia looked better.
But when you say that, I did say that it looks quite boring visually.
Wow.
Any questions?
I've got nothing, James.
No, nothing, James. I mean, it's Snake and it's Snake. So yeah, no, I think you've covered everything there, mate. Well done.
Cheers, I'm proud of that one.
I spent so much time in that game, skiving off work in the loo, playing Snake.
I was at school.
I don't want to hear about what it was you playing with a snake in the loo, Gary. My goodness me.
Okay, good. We're going to move on to that.
Oh, God, I've got a horrible image in my head.
We're going to move on to Paul, your game. What's your next one?
Hello. My next game has got the longest name in the history of the world. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Puzzle Bobble 2X / Buster Move 2 Arcade Edition and Puzzle Bobble 3 / Buster Move 3 S Tribute, it is called. Now, you may have gathered from the title that it's a collection of 2 puzzle bobble games, or bust-a-move games, as they were called over here, which basically feature 2 little dragons, and you shoot bubbles up a screen to pop other bubbles to make them disappear. It's basically a colour matching game, but it was very big back when I was a younger man. It was in the arcades and everything. And now it has come to the Xbox. And as far as I can tell, it's pretty much a straight convert of the arcade machines. And as a result, it looks great, it plays nicely, and I'm really quite enjoying it. So there you go. Any questions?
It's a slow month, isn't it?
It really is.
So we're playing Snake and Puzzle Bobble. Welcome to the 1980s.
Wow.
Welcome to the 80s. We started with the 18, we've carried on with the game.
Christ.
Wow.
I don't recall that.
I don't remember this game in the arcade. Do you remember this, Neil?
Oh, of course I do. You do know it. Just look at the screenshots. You know
Okay,
exactly
I'll have a look
what
at
it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, you enjoyed it? I don't know what to
I
say.
am enjoying it, mate. Yeah, it's quite good. It's going back to the 80s, you know. I've got my my sort of shell suit on and everything, and playing along nicely.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And
Good.
is it expensive? Seeing as there's 2 games or 3 games, 12
I think it was 12 quid, yeah. So it's not too bad.
Good. Okay. It's 12 quid.
That's
though.
£6
Jeez.
a game.
What-
£6 a game.
How much is your Snake game, James?
£3.29.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, good. Neil, what's your one?
I haven't played much really, apart from one that I want to say for James because it was his review, so I'll leave that
I
for
don't
him.
mind.
No, you have that one. But I was playing Backfirewall _. I think we spoke about it before.
Yeah,
You spoke about it, didn't you?
I reviewed it.
I was
yeah.
playing that until I was in the pub one night having a nice meal with my mate, and I was getting all these notifications pinging up on my phone that I was getting achievements. I was thinking, how am I getting achievements? Maybe they're just kind of delayed. And the next morning, Gemma said, I got some good news and some bad news. So, all right, okay. So I overwrote your copy of Backfirewall. I didn't realise there was only one save slot. Right, okay, I won't play that anymore then. But I got you lots of achievements. Yeah, I know that. So I now can't play that game until she's finished playing it.
Is she enjoying it?
She is enjoying it, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but it could be forever by the time she finishes that.
Yeah.
So I can't talk about that. I've bought Hogwarts Legacy on your recommendation, but I can't talk about that because that's been bought for the rest of the family and not me. So I'm just waiting for them to play that as well. So I will talk about an old little game that came out at the end of last year that I've been playing.
Space Invaders?
And Space Invaders, yeah.
That's right.
and I'm in the process of reviewing, but it's taking me a little while because I've kind of been dipping in and out of it. So, but that's fine. But it's called Togs or Toges or Togs or something like that. Togges, and it's like a 3D platformer that reminds me very much of Banjo-Kazooie and Ukulele and all that lot. You're kind of free to go wherever you want, but the catch is you're like a little Roomba, you know, the robot vacuum cleaner, and you can only go places where you drop cubes. So you have a big long line of cubes behind you, all of different colours, all that do different things. So like red ones that stack 3 or 4 high, orange ones which double that stack, blue ones that go in water and stuff like that. It's a very nice little game. It looks really, really good. And there's loads and loads of puzzles in there, and you can kind of tackle anything however you see fit. So nice little game.
Huh.
Togs.
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 Oh, yeah. I'm going to look at it now.
Can I just check? You said this is like a 3D platformer
Yeah.
featuring a Roomba,
That's correct.
not known for their jumping abilities.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I'd heard you right.
That's fine. Yeah. But no, you can traverse these worlds quite nicely. It's really well done.
I'm looking
Does
at it
the
now.
Roomba
Yeah,
jump?
that's good.
Yeah,
It does.
of course. It's a Roomba.
So it's of course it does. What was I
and
thinking?
he falls off stuff as well, and yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he can get around, but as long
Cool.
as he's got these cubes behind him, so you build these cubes up, and then he can move to the next level and stuff like that.
There we go. Good.
Awesome.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, I might have talked about Deliver Us Mars on here before. It's a slow month, so I'm going to talk about it again. I don't think I covered it because I was on Hogwarts last week, wasn't I? And something else, maybe. But I played, and I think we reviewed Deliver Us Mars, and it's on the site, the review. I'm a big fan of Deliver Us the Moon, which is the first one that came out. I think I said this before, and Deliver Us the Mars tells a story, much more kind of more in-depth story, I think, of a it's sort of set in the same universe as Deliver Us the Moon, sort of 10 years later, but it has a different protagonist, and it's this sort of family. You play this, I forgot her name, AJ, I think, or something like that. And you play this sort of girl who's this sort of family of astronauts, and the father has gone missing. He's gone rogue. He's taken this ark because the Earth has been destroyed. It's starting to get, because of global warming, it's starting to sort of dry up. So he goes to Mars on these ark ships, but he's gone rogue with his kind of group of other people who are going to set up this new colonization. So you basically, and your sort of team, your sisters there and a couple of others, you go to Mars to sort of find him and find out what's happened. And that's a journey. But what this game I really enjoyed is what they've done this time. I think the Deliver Us moves kind of more like much more like just an exploration game with some kind of like little puzzle elements to it. This has got loads of different mechanics. You're driving at one point. You're doing you're scaling cliffs with kind of like ice picks, like almost like Tomb Raider at some point. It's some platforming, as well as a really great story. The story is great. The explorations I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the journey of going through from Mars. They do this brilliant thing they do in Deliver from on Moon when you're sort of like having to operate like the spaceship for launch and stuff. So there's lots of kind of technical things for looking at the actual control panel or something and switching switches, making the accelerator. You do feel like you're actually doing something as part of a team to launch a spaceship. The downside of the game is the sort of like I think the only thing I said in the review, the mechanics are they've got these new mechanics, but they almost just do too much. And those mechanics, like especially the platform and stuff, isn't as good as other games on the platform. And maybe the ice picks they kind of use a bit too much in the thing. So it's I really enjoyed it. I think I was generous and I gave it a 4 because I thought the story and the ambition and the world was really exciting and I really had a great time with it. And it's a big old game, small independent team still, maybe a bit bigger from Deliver Us the Moon. And I can kind of forgive a little bit of stuff like that, really. I think the reviews have been either 4s or 3s, some 3.5s. I think other people maybe get a bit more wound up by the mechanics and sometimes sort of the odd judder here and there. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So it's really good. If you love Deliver Us the Moon, I think it's definitely worth a go. And the acting and the story stuff is brilliant. Really good. There you go. Oh, I got through that, didn't I? Yeah, good.
I keep looking at those games, but I never played the first one. I'm guessing you'd want to play the first one first?
Yeah, I think so. I think it would give you a good... and that's I think it's on Game Pass. It used to be on Game Pass. I don't know if it might have gone on.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore. But yeah, it will come back on. It's good. It is good. I think maybe do the first one to set yourself up, and then it's I think Deliver Us Mars will be in the Game Pass in a couple of 6 months or something. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Good. Let's go to back round. One more. Neil hasn't got another one, but we'll go to the other one. James, what have you got? You got another one?
Yes.
We got one together.
Neil can join in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
I will join in.
Yes, feel free at any point.
Okay.
So it's called We Were Here Forever. It's the 4th game in the We Were Here series, and they're all co-op puzzle games. So if you don't have any friends, don't even listen to this because you have to have a co-op partner.
Online as well.
Oh, sorry, yes, online. Thank you, Neil. So you are 2 explorers who are trapped in Castle Rock, which is this very gloomy and dark kingdom. You don't really know why you're there, and you don't really find out much more about that. The story's a bit basic, but the puzzles, they're quite fun. I mean, in the simplest terms, it's all about communication. So if I see a lock with symbols on, if I play with Neil, so if Neil can see the symbols, he can tell me the symbols from where he is, and I can unlock the lock. Are you with me?
I think I
Are you with
am.
me so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Over to you, Neil. Tell me about some more puzzles.
The puzzles are really clever, aren't they? Actually,
Yes.
apart from a couple that we got rather stuck on for a few too many hours.
But it's got hints. Hints
Yeah.
are good, aren't they?
Hints with puzzles are good, but when the hints don't tell you anything, they're not really. There's no point in having them there, is there?
No.
I can't remember any off the top of my head, but they were the most basic kind of elements, weren't they? Do this.
Yeah.
Well, we know we're going to do that, and then do Y after that. Well, we know we've got to do Y. Just tell us how we do it. That was the problem we had.
It was.
We resorted to a couple of YouTube walkthroughs, but
Yeah.
mostly the puzzles were pretty decent.
Hey, you've played a few of these together, haven't you? Is this the same series, or is it just one on its own?
We've played them all together. I think we've done them all, haven't we? Yeah. We
Yeah,
were
all
here
four.
with the first one, is that right?
Yeah, we were here, and then we were here too,
Right.
and then
Yeah,
we were
and
here
then-
together.
Together, yeah. I think the first one must have been 2018, 2019, something like that. And then they threw the next one out pretty quickly. And then there's been a bit of a gap to this last one. Luckily, it's been on PC already. So, like I say, there are some walkthroughs on the internet.
Good.
You may want to use them.
Good.
But no, it's a good little series. I think it's probably best to start at the start though, and work your way
Yeah.
through them, just because of the way they kind of build. That you can play them all separately, but they build nicely. Yeah,
Oh,
good series.
I forgot to mention that you're meant to use walkie-talkies in the game
Yeah,
to communicate, and that adds a bit more tension to everything. So obviously, if you don't use the walkie-talkie, you can't communicate because you're in
Yeah.
different areas
Yeah.
of the castle. Yeah, really clever puzzles, and it's good because this one's, I think, about 12 hours long-ish.
Wow.
You get plenty of value for.
Yeah.
It is frustrating at times.
Yeah.
I do it at 3.5.
Oh, there we go. Good.
Fair enough.
It's quite a risk, isn't it, to take a two-player co-op, and that's it. It's quite a risk with your market.
it is when both players have to buy a copy as well,
Yes.
because you've had something like what's the prison
It
one?
takes two. Oh no, Way Out.
A Way Out.
Yeah.
They used like a friend pass thing, didn't they?
Yeah.
It Takes Two. I can't remember what that did. What did that do?
I think just one of you buy it. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes. So this one, but I think it's gone back up in price as well, hasn't it? It's slowly got more expensive. Am I right in saying that,
Yeah.
James?
Yeah, I think it was about the £16 mark for this one.
Yeah. So it's a
The
fair
first one
old.
was cheap, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very cheap.
Yeah.
But it's a
Okay.
good series. Definitely a good series.
Good. Did you argue? Were you?
I felt I felt James's wrath coming down the microphone occasionally. He refused to let us use the walkie-talkies. He said, "We're using party chat." So that was a bit of a cheat, but we won't tell anybody that.
No.
Nobody's listening.
Good.
It's fine. And on occasion, we were waiting for a save point, and that save point didn't seem to turn up for a couple of hours. So I could feel him boiling over occasionally.
Yeah.
I know what he's like. You know what he's
I know
like.
he's like. He does it with me.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
listeners know what he's like.
Yeah. It's a bit like when he's playing FIFA and stuff. He won't pass to you.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah. Good. Paul, what's your game?
Hello.
What's your
I'm
fun?
going to talk about another puzzle game, interestingly enough, called Prisma Puzzle Prime. And what it is basically an amalgamation of 4 games that were released on as like web games between 2009 and 2011. And you're given a series of maps with some nodes on them, and you have to go through all these nodes and link them together to finish the level. So it's all nice, it's all lovely. There's some good puzzles in there. It gets quite tricky later on and stuff. But the thing that will make it appeal to a certain demographic of the Xbox players is the fact that I had earned all 1000 G that the game has to offer in 9 minutes.
Oh,
Just
okay.
literally
What's it
by
called?
playing through. It's called Prisma Puzzle Prime, James.
Oh.
And it's only about £4 as well, so get on it.
And there's
Yeah.
a PC version.
And there is, so you can stack
Ooh.
it. But yeah, 9 minutes, every single achievement was given up. Obviously, because I was writing it for review, I had to carry on playing. But I mean, I don't know about you guys. Once you've got all the achievements in a game, do you still feel as motivated to move on and carry on playing? Because to be
Never.
honest, I don't.
No.
I
You know,
do.
when it gives
Sure,
up
sure.
when it gives everything up so easily, you just think, well, all they had to do was just leave one.
Yeah,
Say,
yeah.
you know,
Just-
get halfway through the game or something.
Or
and
get
it
to
would
the
be
end.
Fine, you've got something to work for.
yeah.
But chucking him all at you as soon as you turn the thing on. I mean, you got 100 G for starting the first level.
But I think some people are doing that so you can buy the game because it's an achievement. It's in that list of games that are easy achievements, aren't they? So if you have
Yeah,
something like
you
that,
know all about that list, don't you, Gareth?
yeah, you don't go down that. He's already trying to challenge me again. He can't do it. He's lost it so many times. I feel sorry. I can't do it again. Good. All right. I don't know what that was called, but it sounded awful.
It was Prisma Puzzle Prime.
Good.
For all of you achievement hunters out there.
Good. The last game to talk about is going to be my game. It's called The Pathless. Now, some of you might know The Pathless because it was one of the PlayStation 5 sort of like, I think, day one indie games. There had a few day one indie games in there, I think. But it's come over to Xbox now, as these things do, move back and forth. And The Pathless puts you're this hunter. This sort of it has that very much thing of like you're just trying to work out bits of stories as you go. You start off in this kind of mysterious land. You wash up onto the shore, and the skills you have is like you have an archery skill, so it's archery. So you'll have little targets around, and you shoot at the target, and this will propel you forward. And then you shoot at the next target, that will propel you forward. And there's this land that's full of corruption. There's a really baddie, and I've forgotten his name, but he's kind of like a god that's filled the land with corruption, like they always do. And your job is to kind of open up these beacons of light. And there's these sort of spirit animals in each sort of area of the world. I think there's 4 or 5 areas, and you have to open up all these lights, and then the spirit animal, like a giant ox or a giant bird, you have to kind of cleanse of the corruption like a big boss fight and turn it into white, and you go into the next one and so on and so forth. I'm making it sound really dull, but it isn't at all. The archery stuff's really the way you move across by shooting target and then building up momentum, and then you can jump. And then you also have a little pet eagle quite early on who you can stroke, which I really like. Obviously that was for the PlayStation's touchpad, but it kind of works on the Xbox. And you can stroke and smooth down, and this eagle will pick things up for you, and it will lift you, so like almost like a double jump every now and again. But it's a really lovely world to kind of go around. It's visually, it's really nicey, it's pretty, it's a good, relaxing experience. I found it's not too hard. The boss battles are a bit annoying; they get a bit repetitive, but actually, it's a really, I really enjoyed it. It's a really lovely experience. It's not that long, maybe 8 hours or something. No, maybe 6 or 7 hours or something like that. But yeah, it has that kind of just puzzle element as well, trying to solve little kind of puzzles. Nothing too challenging, to open up locks so you can unlock these beacons of light. But yeah, I really loved it. It's really, really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4, maybe. Maybe I did, yeah. But give that a go if you want. I don't think it's on Game Pass yet. I think it will be. It won't be long.
I want to play this. Yeah, I think it looks really good.
It won't be long. It'll be on Game Pass.
How much is it?
I can't remember. And I looked it up for the review as well. I can't remember.
Just some money, innit?
Just money.
Just money, that's
Yeah,
all.
that's all.
It looks quite dear.
Oh, what is it?
Oh no,
No.
I
How
don't,
much is it,
I
James?
don't know.
Let's not.
It was 15 quid on PlayStation.
Yeah, I think it was around that. I did look it up.
Yeah, it's dear on PC.
Good. That's our games. But James, it's all over to James now. I can go and have a coffee. James, tell us
The pressure's on now.
Tell us about you've been doing something special. Tell us about it.
Super special.
Good.
This week I had the opportunity to attend a briefing, a hands-off briefing, for the DC Justice League Cosmic Chaos, which is from Outright Games and PHO Collective. It's an open-world action adventure featuring the Justice League, or more importantly, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Any questions? What do you want to know?
I don't know who the Justice League are, so
What
going.
I liked about this, James, first of all, you said I went to a briefing like it was a government problem about the COVID or something.
Like Boris dragging me down there.
Yeah.
James, I've got an idea how I can get back in.
Yeah.
You just wear a cape.
My first question, James,
Right.
what the hell is this?
Right, so it's an action adventure, and it's the Justice League in very cartoony form. And it's just a fighting game, like a beat 'em up, sort of.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know how to explain it.
What like Injustice type thing?
No, sorry. No, it's more like what would you compare it to? An open world fighter. You go out and just
Double Dragon.
hit the enemies. No, I think I've solved it wrong. Let's start again. So,
Did you go to the COVID briefing instead?
Did you actually see the game?
I've got my notes. And my notes are just a mess.
Okay.
Right, here we go. So, Justice League are up against Mr. Mixie Fidrick, which is the worst name in the world to say. And he's turned up from the fifth dimension and he's causing chaos. And you have to go around Coffee Harbour, which is the location, and defeat all his minions and his supervillains, and save the harbour. So you've got only 3 playable characters, which the ones that I mentioned. The likes of the Flash, Green Lantern, Aquaman. You can't play as, but it can help you in the game. And you can do batarangs, you do heat vision, you can use the Lasso of Truth to defeat the likes of Clayface, Bizarro, Starro the Conqueror. So it's basically going around, beating up the enemies, defeating the supervillains, and saving the town. Is it clear now?
Yeah, it's really
Yes.
clear. Really clear.
Good.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
A little game called Deadbeat Heroes that came out in 2017. I've just frantically been Googling it, trying to find my review from 2017. But looking at the screenshots and looking at the idea, it's just like a 3D kind of open world brawler type thing, isn't it?
Brawler, that's the word.
That's the word. Yeah. But no, it looks quite similar to Deadbeat Heroes. Apart from it's got the Justice League people in it.
It looks quite child friendly, but I did see that they've got a lot of difficulty options, so you can make it harder, for the grown-ups to play it.
No, we don't want to do that, do we?
No,
just make it
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a story mode, where you just probably press one button and kill them all.
That's what we want. Yeah,
that's for me.
It's got lots of collectibles to find in the game as well.
Neil will be there.
I'll keep it going.
Yep.
Are there any bears?
No bears. Lots of fish.
You collect fish?
No, just kill them.
All right.
Now, James, when's this out?
Good question. It's out on the 10th of March.
Ooh.
but all popular consoles
Okay.
and
Good.
PC. Steam.
What about the Stadia? Is it coming out on that?
Sorry, I said popular.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't miss
sorry.
that.
PSVR 2.
Good. Thank you, James, very much. I've still got no
I'm
idea
sure.
what this
No
game
more
is.
questions.
I've got nothing.
No,
Oh,
it sounds
If it
dreadful.
helps,
Yeah.
if it helps anyone, there's an article on the website.
Ooh.
All the details.
We'll have a
And-
look.
I
and
think we
what
should
sort
put a
of-
link in the show notes to it.
I
Yeah.
might just do that,
Yeah, that'd be an
Great
idea, I
idea.
reckon. Yeah.
Check it out, guys.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you, James.
Thanks for
Now,
that.
it is quite it's a slow old week this week for news. I was going to talk about this whole thing with Game Pass, but he showed this slow week. I don't know if you do. So Game Pass, basically, I think Microsoft came in and said, yeah, we do cannibalize games a little bit with Game Pass. And there's been this whole debate with, Microsoft are finished. But if you look more into it, it's a bit like a slow games week. Actually, it isn't as bad as they say it is. And, it's Game Pass is fine. Of course, when games go on Game Pass, people don't buy them straight away, but they buy them in the long run. And la 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 la.
Is that what the shock was?
Yeah, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think it is. It's a non-story. It's a slow story week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing there.
Do they call it clickbait?
Yeah, I think
they're
it
going to
is.
give this awful headline, and then you click on it, and it says, "Yeah, occasionally, if you get a game for free, somebody might not buy it." I mean,
Yeah.
that is such a shock.
Yeah. So I don't think there's much. There's not much there. We're not going to talk about it. Let's not talk about it unless you want to really say anything about it. But
I really don't.
I
I'm
don't think
sick
so.
of this whole thing.
yeah,
Paul is sick of it.
sick of
I
it.
am
There you go.
sick of it. I'm going to ring Phil up and say, "Just sort your life out, Phil."
Yeah, just give us.
Are you going to go on Twitter as well?
I don't know. Twitter's scary these days. Elon Musk keeps popping up in my timeline, and it makes me sad.
So we're going to do a quiz again. We're going to do an old-fashioned quiz. 15 questions. It's a rollover quiz. And how it works is you get a point for the question. If all three of you get one guess each at that question. If none of you get it, it rolls over the points. So it'll be 2 points for the next question, and so on and so forth. Of course, if you get the question right, the next question is just worth one again. That clear?
Very clear.
Very
is it
clear.
on the buzzer?
It's on the buzzer, so we're going to do the buzzers. James, what's your buzzer? Good. Paul, what's yours?
Meow.
And Neil, what's yours?
Ask me.
That's not going to get annoying at all.
No, you're not
No,
doing
that's
that.
not the buzzer.
No, it has to be now. You've said it.
No,
What-
Neil.
Neil. Okay, good.
Oh,
so we
so
know.
dull.
Yeah, right, good. So are we ready to do it?
Born ready, mate.
Ready to go. Good. All right. I've got a little. Yes. I've got
Is there any? Is it a video games quiz?
yes.
No, it's all about Gareth's career.
Yeah. Yeah. Very short.
15 questions.
Oh, that was cold.
Hi, it's me who done it. Right. Good. Is it about video games? No, it's about natural science. Right.
Oh,
Good.
God, I like that.
Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Call of Duty Roads to Victory was made for what video game console? Call of Duty Roads to Victory was made for what video game console?
Ask me. Sorry, meow.
Paul.
I wanted to adopt Neil's buzzer then. It's
Yeah.
great. Meow.
Paul.
PlayStation.
No.
Is
James.
it the Wii U?
No. So you've had one guess each. Neil, do you want to give it a guess?
Neil. Oh, do I have to guess? Does it
Well,
roll over?
Yeah, no,
No.
you don't have to guess. You can say, I don't know, but you might want to have a go.
You might as well have a guess. There's not many consoles left.
Neil,
Yes.
is it the Wii?
What did James say? No, it isn't the Wii anyway.
Wii U.
Wii U.
You
Okay,
said
great.
you.
It's now. I'm going to be very harsh on these answers. So sorry, Paul. It's the PSP. It's a PlayStation Portable.
I thought about saying Vita.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That would have been close.
That'd be close. Thank you, but no dice. So it rolls over for 2 points. The next one. Okay, this is you all three. You're going to hate this one. Okay, here we go. What does Desmond Miles from Assassin's Creed do for a living? James.
Is he an architect?
No.
Meow.
Paul.
Okay, that's again.
Is he a janitor?
No.
A mild-mannered one?
No.
Neil,
With his
Neil.
identity.
is he a filmmaker?
No. He's a bartender.
Oh, clearly. Yeah, I mean.
Obviously.
It was a hard one, that one for you, Dad. Right, so we're rolling over again into
15 questions, you say?
15. Yeah, we're going to all just
15
go.
questions. There might be one of a game that we've actually heard of. So
You're going to get
You
these.
haven't heard of Assassin's Creed, Paul, no?
Yeah.
I've heard of Assassin's Creed. I didn't spend much time worrying about what Desmond did for a job.
With Paul, it's always his time. Paul always says, I haven't played that game, so how am I going to guess that? And then you give him one, he gets it wrong.
I've never finished an Assassin's Creed game,
Good.
ever.
Number question 3 for 3 points. Now, be quick here. In what year did Resident Evil 4 get released?
Meow.
James.
Is it 2003?
No.
Neil,
Meow.
Oh, I don't know that.
Meow, meow, meow.
It might be
Neil.
It might be Neil, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Neil.
2006.
No. Paul.
Is it 2004?
No, it's 2005.
Oh, that's
I can't believe
answer.
that.
I mean, oh dear, that was my other answer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Certainly not. No, we'd never catch me swearing.
A rollover to 4 points. Come on, you lot. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing yourselves. Right, okay.
Barry, let yourself
You're
down.
gonna get
Let
this
the
one.
team down.
You'll get this one. You'll get this one. For 4 points. Daley Thompson's Decathlon was a huge hit for Konami on what platform?
Meow.
Paul.
ZX Spectrum.
Yes, Paul. Well done.
Yeah.
4
Oh,
points.
Hey!
Oh, good.
Who's Gary
Do you-
Thompson?
Oh, God.
Flipping
Yeah, the best moustache ever. That's all you need
Still
to
has,
know.
hasn't he?
I believe so.
Evan Peter Shorten.
Good. So Paul's got 4 points, you two have got 0, but we're starting again to 1 point now. Okay. What colour is the start button on the standard N64 controller? James. You just buzzing in. Go on.
You better not be Googling it.
No, I'm trying to look at it in my mind. Is it yellow?
What?
Yellow? No, it isn't yellow.
Neil,
Neil?
is it green?
No.
Oh.
Is it... I want to say grey.
No.
Is
Good.
it blue then?
It's red.
Why is it red?
I don't know. I wasn't
Red
in
does
the,
not go, is
I
it?
wasn't in the design
I'm sure
team.
it's red.
Yeah, I am sure.
It
I'm
looks
pretty
different on every controller.
well.
Have we
yeah.
checked these facts?
Don't check that. Don't check any of these facts at home, please. Good. So that's going to roll over to 2 points.
Awesome.
2 points.
Goodness me.
Now, if keen listeners of the podcast might, and especially you three, you might have heard this one before. So here we go. What was the first video game played in space? Nothing. You haven't listened to any of the podcast. James.
Is it Space Invaders?
No.
Neil,
Neil.
Tetris.
Yes, Neil, for 2 points. Well done.
Yes, that was going to be my answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
I said
but you
it
got
first.
there first. You did, Neil. Well done. Well done, you.
Thanks, Paul.
You've got nearly half as many points as me.
Okay, here we go. For 1 point. Which company created the original Paperboy game?
Oh, meow.
Paul.
Was it Midway?
No.
Neil,
Neil.
is it Konami?
No.
I don't know.
No. Nintendo.
Oh. Oh, was it Nintendo?
Yeah, it was Nintendo, yeah.
It's Nintendo.
Nintendo?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I'm going to be doing some checking after
Well,
this.
Yeah,
as
I
I
need
said,
to check
as
these.
I said before, don't check any of the facts. This all comes from mine.
Is this your truth? Is this like
Yes,
this whole
this is my
thing
truth.
of this is my truth now?
Yeah,
it's not actually the truth,
Yeah,
but it's
exactly.
my truth.
Yeah, that's what I've got
Right.
written down. You're on.
Are you still holding the Scotland thing against him from 50 episodes ago?
I really am. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
What was the question?
No, we don't want to know about the question.
What was the question?
It's a rollover anyway now to second one.
The developers of Midway Games.
Yes. Don't listen
Midway
to that.
Vector.
Don't listen to that. Question number 2.
I feel like I've been robbed here. Anyway,
Which video game system was the first to use DVD technology?
yeah.
Ah,
Paul?
Was it the Saturn? Sega Saturn?
No.
ah.
James?
Is it the Mega Drive CD?
No.
Oh, that's a good shout. Remember that. Yeah. Oh, okay, Neil. Is it? I have no idea really. No. Yeah, I wanted to say that.
The Mega CD or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mega CD, 32-bit one or something, wasn't it? Yeah. I'll say Genesis because I know what you're like.
No. It was the PS2.
What?
DVD technology.
PS2 didn't use DVDs.
Yes, it did. It's
No,
the first
it
DVD.
didn't.
Yes, it did. Absolutely did.
I'll tell you what, with Stuart's inquiry, it did.
Yeah, PS2 DVD. Yeah, of course it did. Yeah, got it here in front of me. Yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, you got it there in front of you.
yeah.
You? Is this
DVD,
in-
Region X, PS2. Yeah, there you go.
in Gareth's world.
Yes.
I mean,
There will be
the thing I remember about PS2 is that the discs were purple, and I'm
Sony
pretty sure that
PlayStation
DVDs
2
weren't
DVD
purple.
player, disc version. Yeah, it's all here. Did you actually use the PlayStation? Yes, we did. I got my PSOT, got my DVD player. That's the reason I got it. You two, you're already.
I think you're right, Gareth.
Yeah.
I think you're very, very wrong.
No.
But
There
anyway.
is one thing that everybody could do though to stop this argument,
Ah.
and that's just go digital.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's why most people got the PlayStation 2 because of the DVD. I remember DVDs only really came out maybe, especially in the UK, sort of 2000. So, what was PlayStation 2? 2001. Yeah. Good. Who was that? Who got that? No one.
Nobody got that.
Idiots.
Roll over again.
3 points.
Good lord.
Now, Paul, you better get this. In what year was the first Need for Speed game produced?
Meow.
Paul?
1992.
No.
Oh, bloody hell.
You know.
James?
1993.
No.
Well, I was going to go 98, but I may as well go a bit closer. 94.
Well done, Neil. 3 points.
I know.
94.
I knew it was 90s.
Was it called Need for Speed?
The Need for Speed.
The Need for Speed.
Yeah. So Neil's got 5, Paul's got 4, and James got nothing. But James is still, you can do it. This is a mad one. Right, I'm going to let you have the one. The answer here, if you get the answer within 5 points, you get this. Right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. In the original Pac-Man, how many dots, including the power-ups, are in the maze?
Neil, I'm going to guess at 256.
No.
Oh, what was the 256 for?
That was the level where it all screwed up.
Ah, of course it was. Yeah.
Meow.
Paul?
I'm going to say 102.
No.
I'm counting them. Hang on.
We might be here a while.
I can see it all in my mind.
Like the Matrix in there.
James?
Is there 134?
No.
There's not that many, is there? Is it? Can I just guess?
Yes,
Not
it's
to have
80.
the points, but is it around about 80?
Do you know what? I've got my answer, and I've not put the answer in, but if I remembered it right.
God.
Just bear with us for it. I think it's 240. But let me have a go. How many?
240?
You said
No.
256.
Yeah, no, there's not that many, is there? There must only be 8 in each corner.
Yeah, this is terrible. 244. 244. That's it. It's 244.
Oh, you're close now.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you're
that's
close,
close,
but not within 5. So that's a rollover again.
Thanks for that, maths teacher.
1.
Oh, goodness me.
Okay,
So
come on.
It's all going to win this. By answering one question correct.
At this rate, yeah.
Okay, here we go. For 2 points. In the video game series Doom, focus on the exploits of an unnamed space marine operating under which corporation? James?
Umbrella.
No. Come on, Paul.
God, I can see it in my head. Meow.
Paul?
It's something like USG or something, isn't it?
No.
No.
Oh, I know what it is now.
Neil, do you have a guess?
No, I have no idea. I would say something corporation, but I don't know.
It is, yeah, but it's a UAC.
UAC.
Yeah.
Ah,
Do you know what? You are very mean.
I
Anyway,
am.
I was close.
Well, you said some letters.
Rhymed. I did, yeah, and it started with a U. So I think I should have that.
Okay, good. No, you're having that. 3 points. 3 points. Here we go. In the game Silent Hill for the PlayStation 1, how many keys do you have to press in the piano puzzle? These are hard now.
Ah,
James?
is it 9?
No.
You never played Silent Hill, James.
I watched the film. Does that count?
Yeah, it's nearly as good.
you have a point, James.
Meow.
Paul?
7.
No. Come on, Neil. Have a guess.
Neil, 27.
No, it's a piano. 5.
What do you mean it's a piano?
Well, you're not going to be pressing all 27 keys. It's the maddest puzzle. How are you going to get that? 5. 5. For 4 points.
Goodness me.
Soul Survivor and Tiberian Twilight are games in which series?
Meow.
Paul?
Oh,
Command and Conquer.
yeah.
Command and Conquer. Well done, Paul. That was 4 points, I think.
Hey!
I don't think... No, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
This is just
Can I
for...
still win?
No, James, you're done. Neil can't win as well. Paul's won this.
If you get a point, James, you're a winner.
Okay, James, yeah, let's do that. You'll won the game. In Gears of War, what does COG stand for?
Meow.
Paul?
Coalition of Ordered Governments.
Oh, nice, Paul. That's really good. I didn't expect anyone to get that. Great, good. 9
He
points.
plays Gears all the time.
I know.
And I've read all the books and everything.
And he's read all the books and
I
watched
love
the
Gears.
film.
I know. I have to do it because he just complains that he doesn't know these games. And those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way you put that right at the end. So if it's a big old rollover, he'd win it.
Yeah. I never hear anything like that. He'd be texting me all night, sending me gifts.
I wouldn't be texting you, mate. I'd be driving down.
The last question. How many friends are trapped on the mountain in Until Dawn? Now, James, if you get this, you've won. So, how many friends are trapped on the mountain in Until Dawn?
What's it called?
Until Dawn.
Is that the PlayStation game?
Yeah, the supermassive one, the first one. Neil?
5.
No.
Meow.
Paul?
3.
No. James. Come on, James. This is it.
Go on, James.
Come on, James.
Is it higher or lower than them two?
I can't say.
No clues.
Yeah.
Might be in between.
Yeah.
I'm not falling for that one.
Bet you do.
Well, he didn't go like he did when I said 1992, so it might not be any of those things.
Is it 6?
No, it's 8.
Is
I
it
like
8?
it, yes.
8? Yes.
Paul is
Well done, guys.
the winner with 9.
Well
Hurrah!
done, Paul.
Neil was second
Thank
with
you,
5.
guys.
James didn't score anything. But that's okay. That's all right. Now, as I said, please don't look at any of these questions or the facts related to them.
I will be checking.
In fact, yeah, if you'd like to send your answers in on a postcard or apply to be the next host of the podcast once Gareth's been lynched.
We'll match these later on. Good. Thank you, gentlemen. What are we looking forward to next week? What have we got on the list? I've got nothing on my list because I've not brought up a list. Well, James, what about you?
There's a film on Netflix this Friday called Unlocked, and it's about a woman that loses a phone and gets found by a guy that's not very nice.
Mm.
And he gives her a phone back, but he hacks it, and he follows her everywhere. That sounds good.
It sounds like a heartwarming tale.
Yeah, good. I look forward to that one. Is it Korean?
It is.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Good.
there's a shocker.
Good. Paul, what are you looking forward to next week?
Nothing really. I've got to go to Leeds on Tuesday. But other than that, it's just worky work.
Oh. Neil, about you? Anything better?
I'm going to Leeds next week as well.
Are you?
Yes, on the Saturday for the football,
Oh, right.
but not the Tuesday. So I won't see it there.
No.
So I'm looking
And I
forward to
won't
that.
be at the football either.
No, because you don't like football.
No, football sucks.
No.
There we go.
So I'm looking forward to going to Leeds. I'm also looking forward to PSVR 2 turning up
Oh, yeah,
perhaps
got that
next
next
week.
week,
I
right?
don't know. I'm thinking it might be next week. It might not. No idea, really.
Okay,
It
brilliant.
just turn up.
Great.
Has
Hopefully-
Dobbo started saving up?
That's why I'm going to Leeds, to give it to him.
I'm looking forward to Atomic Heart. It's coming out next week on Game Pass, I think. So we're going to have a little play of that. But for now, gentlemen, where can we get you if we need to get you? James, what about you? Where are you?
I am on Twitter and Instagram at OKidUKO.
Great. Paul, what about you?
I am also on the Twitter, and my handle is at XboxHubPaul.
And what about you, Neil? Where are you?
I'm on the Instagram, Neil363, or all the Xbox Hub channels, which are Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Great. And you can find me on GB Brody in the usual places, Twitter, Twitch, and other things. But for now, gentlemen, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the official podcast of TheXboxHub.com. You had found all the notes of this show at www.TheXboxHub.com/podcast. You can also check out our social feeds on Instagram and Twitter at The Xbox Hub, and search for The Xbox Hub on Facebook.